Africa once fought chains, then guns, then colonial borders. But today, a new invasion is happening, this time through our food, GMO crops. Are they here to help Africa or to trap us in a new cycle of dependency? So, what really are GMOs? Genetically Modified Organisms. Plants whose DNA is altered in labs to resist pests, grow faster, or survive drought. On paper, it sounds like progress. But here's the truth. The long-term effects on humans and the environment are still uncertain. Even scientists admit the data is incomplete. That's why most of Europe, the same West pushing GMOs into Africa, has banned or strictly restricted them. Not because of proof of harm, but because the risks to our environment, ethics, and economies are simply too high. In Europe, they call it the precautionary principle. If we don't know the full consequences, we don't gamble with people's lives. They worry about cross-contamination, destroying natural crops, biodiversity collapsing, and farmers losing control of their seeds. So they import GMOs for animal feed, but rarely grow them. In other words, what's too risky for European fields is suddenly safe for African soil. This is where the danger explodes. The biggest biotech and pharmaceutical giants, allegedly, have built their empires on monopoly and control. In agriculture, they patent seeds and trap farmers into buying them year after year. In biotech and medicine, they've been accused of driving up prices, blocking life-saving drugs, and putting profit over people. These are the same players now turning their eyes on Africa's soil. And here, where regulation is weak, they see free rein. Already in Nigeria, farmers are being pushed off ancestral lands for secretive foreign projects. What they call feeding Africa could be nothing less than a hostile takeover of our food and health systems. If you control seeds, you control farmers. If you control medicine, you control life itself. And if you control both, you control entire nations. Colonialism once looted our gold and oil. Today, it may come for our food, our very survival, through GMO invasion. Africa cannot afford to sleepwalk into another dependency dressed as development. Do you think GMOs are Africa's next trap? Or could they really be the solution they claim? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you believe Africa must control its own food future, hit subscribe, because the fight for freedom isn't over.